Today we're going to go over interpreting data. The main thing that you probably forgot how to do is find mean absolute deviation, and this will be on your semester test. I think there's one question. There's 3 steps, so I need y'all to focus and pay attention. The first step is to find the average. Does anybody remember how to find the average? Add them up and divide by how many are there. So write this down. Add, then divide. So that's your first step. Remember that that will be an answer choice. Don't pick it though. That's not the answer. That's just step 1. Step 2, you're going to take that answer and subtract it from each of these numbers to make a new list. Do not write the negative sign. Okay, once you've written your new list, then step 3, you're going to repeat step 1, find the average of the new numbers. Okay, so let's do it as an example. So what is step 1? Average the numbers. So you're going to add all these up and you're going to divide by the number that are there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers, so you're going to divide by 7. All right, so I'm going to do 3 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 11 plus 15, which is 56. That's not the average. Now I divide by, what did I say, 7? And 56 divided by 7 is 8. That is not the answer. That is step 1. Okay? Step 2, subtract to make a new list. So you're going to take this number and subtract it from each of these numbers to make a new list. So 8 minus 3 is 5. And then mark off that you did it. Does everybody see what I'm doing? Because this is super easy. 8 minus 6 is 2. 8 minus 6 is 2. 8 minus 7 is 1. 8 minus 8 is 0. And yes, you have to write it down. 8 minus 11 is negative 3. But we don't write the negative. We just write 3. And 8 minus 15 is what? Negative 7, but we write 7. Once you have your new list, that's step 2. Step 3, average your new list. So you're repeating step 1 with the new numbers. So average the new list. So that means add them up and divide by 7 again. So I'm going to do 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 0 plus 3 plus 7 and divide by 7, and my answer is 2.86 if I round. And that is the final answer. Do you have any questions on mean absolute deviation? Anybody have a question? Okay, flip to the back. Let's briefly go over scatter plots. Y'all are really good at scatter plots, so this should be super easy, but let's go over it again. Remember that a scatter plot is showing if there is a relationship between 2 sets of data. If the dots are like following a trend, like this is following a trend going what? Up. If it's going up, we call it positive linear. If it's going down, we call it negative linear. If it's following a trend but it's a curve, we call it nonlinear, because it's a trend but it's just not linear. And if there's dots all over the place, we call it no association, meaning the 2 pieces of information, they're just not related. All right, let's do an example. It says the scatter plot shows the height in centimeters and weight in kilograms of several students. What do y'all think? The taller a person is, they usually what with their weight? They usually weigh more, right? The taller you get, the more you probably weigh. All right, so that's what this is showing. Everybody look, the dots are going up. This is positive. And then you notice as the height is increasing, the weight is also increasing. All right, let's read the question. Based on the scatter plot, what is the best prediction? If they say prediction, we need a trend line of the height in centimeters of a student who weighs 64 kilograms. Where would I go for weight for 64 kilograms? Which axis? The y-axis. So I'm going to go to 64 kilograms, which is right here. And then I'm going to go over to the trend, which would probably be right in here. And then I'm going to go down and say, where am I at? Well, I'm between 154 and 158. So what do you think the closest answer would be? 156. So remember, to make a guess, to make an estimate, you have to use the trend line. The trend line means where the line would go through the dots following the trend. And notice that it would hit that dot right there. Okay, do y'all remember how to do scatter plots? They're super easy, yes? Okay, so just like we did last week, I'm going to give you your assignment. You will complete it, bring it up to me to get it checked, and then fix it, put it in the box. When you finish, it's not social hour. You may get a Chromebook that's on top and work on something for another class or get on IXL, okay?